In this video, we'll be comparing the two new rugged terrain tires, the Falken Wildpeak RT and the Toyo Open Country RT Trail. We'll examine their performance in dry, wet, and winter conditions as well as off-road capabilities. Additionally, we'll evaluate their fuel economy, tread life, and overall noise comfort. Now, without wasting any time, let's start things off with dry performance. Hybrid terrain tires often trade off on-road traction for off-road capabilities. However, with these two tires here, the compromise is minimal, as both of them feature expertly designed tread patterns. Now, dry road conditions challenge two key areas: dry grip and handling. Dry grip or tire's braking capability is influenced by its weight, tread composition, rolling resistance, and central tread design. And here the Toyo Open Country RT Trail is the one excelling, as its design ensures a more consistent rubber-to-road contact, enhancing grip. In contrast, the Falken Wildpeak RT with its greater tread voids offers slightly less rubber connectivity with the road. Plus, the tire also lacks in terms of handling compared to the Toyo RT Trail. This is because the Wildpeak RT comes with greater weight and tread depth, which causes its lugs to flex more during cornering, leading to limited steering response and compromised handling. Truth be told, both tires here need to improve their siping designs, which is a very crucial factor for reliable wet traction. But yes, overall, the Wildpeak RT still provides relatively better structure here, and with it slightly better wet braking and handling. By structure, I mean the Falken's tire offers better mix of grooves and sipes. Grooves are larger channels that help prevent hydroplaning, and both tires perform well here by moving most of the water out of the way. And sipes are small slits that open up when the tire rolls over the wet road, absorbing the remaining moisture left out by the grooves. Now, the Toyo RT Trail, although has good enough number of sipes, their straighter layout makes them stiffer, especially during sharp turns, reducing their ability to absorb water as effectively. Plus, its relatively harder composition and lower silica content make those sipes more rigid to begin with. Whereas the Wildpeak RT on the other side uses more pliable rubber with better interlocking siping, allowing for superior water absorption. And yes, the tire's deeper tread also move more water through the grooves, leaving less burden on sipes to begin with, improving overall wet traction. Tire noise primarily arises from air particles colliding with the tread walls, which mostly enter through the shoulder voids. And here the Falken Wildpeak RT with its relatively more pronounced lateral gaps emits more noise. On the other side, the Toyo RT Trail not only allows less air particles to hit around, but also delivers superior pitch sequencing, resulting in a quieter performance. Its more rigid tread and varying block geometry reduce in-groove resonance and diminish sound waves, creating varying tones that cancel each other out in a better way compared to the Falken's tire. Rugged terrain tires aren't typically the go-to for snowy conditions because they are designed for heavier vehicles and tough terrains and not winter's slippery challenges. That's why almost none, including these two over here, have the three-peak mountain snowflake rating on them. Though out of both, the Falken RT still performs better due to its combination of thick and narrow siping slits, which enhance snow-holding properties. This design promotes superior snow-to-snow contact, as snow particles stick to each other better than to rubber. Additionally, the Wildpeak RT's softer compound offers better thermal adaptability, preventing the lugs from stiffening too much in freezing temperatures, unlike the Toyo Open Country RT Trail. When talking about fuel efficiency and how long a tire lasts, it's all about rolling resistance and heat generation and dissipation. And here the tire's weight tread design, and rubber composition are the main factors to consider. Now, Falken RT, with its softer rubber and heavier build, generates greater rolling resistance, consuming more fuel. This increased resistance basically bends the tread blocks more, wasting energy as heat and negatively impacting gas mileage. But yes, in terms of tread life, both tires offer similar performance. I mean, sure, the Wildpeak RT has higher rolling resistance, its greater tread depth works to its advantage, allowing it to wear down to the replacement limit, which is 2 by 32 inches in the US, just as slowly as the Toyo's tire. Off-road, there are 3 main terrain types to consider: mud, sand, and rocks. Let's start with the toughest of them all. Yes, I'm talking about muddy terrains. In mud, fast evacuation and paddling abilities of a tire are very important for overall performance. And here, although both rugged terrain hybrid tires do great, we believe that the Falken Wildpeak RT stands out with a slightly more refined performance. Its more spaced out tread voids and greater tread depth allow for a quicker mud evacuation compared to the Toyo RT Trail. But yes, the overall difference between the two is very low, as Toyo's thick sidewall lugs and staggered shoulders offer equal mud scooping abilities, or in other words, mud acceleration. Moving towards sandy terrains, which naturally favors lightweight tires as they are less prone to sinking, it's not a surprise that the Toyo RT Trail is the one leading here. And besides having a lighter weight, the RT Trail also provides a relatively larger footprint through its sidewalls with reduced air pressure. When it comes to rocky terrains, the Falken Wildpeak RT takes the upper hand, as the tire provides greater grip with its more biting lugs and softer tread compound, providing greater friction and adherence to rocky surfaces. Plus, its deeper tread and biting edges also contribute to overall longitudinal plus lateral traction, both of which are greater compared to the Toyo Open Country RT Trail. Now, before we jump to the conclusion, let's look at the available sizes and their specs for both of these tires. So there you have it, folks, a detailed comparison on these new hybrid tires, where the Falken excels in off-road and wet performance, while the Toyo RT Trail stands out in dry grip, handling, and fuel economy. So what do you think? Do let me know in the comments below, and please consider subscribing for our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.